What's up, guys? Welcome to the Rusty Toolbox. I'm Karis. Today, we are counting down my top 10 most desirable cars to buy. Now, this list is my opinion. If somebody gave me $250,000 and said you have to go buy a car, what would I buy? So this is in no way anything other than my opinion, what I think is awesome, and what is available right now as a model 2016 in the dealerships. So I'm going to start at number 10, once I get through traffic here. I don't want to kill anybody, especially me. Alrighty, number 10, we've got the 2016 or 2017 BMW M2. The M2 with its wonderful little motor and small chassis, actually kind of like my little car here. 365 horsepower and costs only $52,000, which is actually a lot, but on this list it's one of the cheapest entries. That little Beamer is so sweet. I love the look, I love the styling, and I love that it's sort of a return for BMW to sport, pure driving, and it's not too big. I've come to really like smaller cars these days. So, number 10, BMW M2. Number 9, we've got the Aston Martin DB11, the latest DB from Aston Martin. I think you could pretty much agree, I think everyone would agree that the Aston Martins are pretty much the most beautiful car in existence. From the 60s until now, they are just so stunning. With the DB11, you get 600 horsepower out of its V12. It's $211,000, which is nowhere near anything I could afford. But again, if somebody gave me 250 grand, that's the 9th car on my list. So, moving to number 8. German car, the Mercedes-AMG GT. They build it as a Porsche killer. The rear-wheel drive, 503 horsepower, 105, starting at $105,000 sport coupe. Certainly, I think a very beautiful design. I'm not a huge fan of Mercedes-Benz, but I think it's a beautiful car. I think it's a wonderful design, and the sound of that motor alone would be worth that $105,000+. Number 7, another British car. Going back to England, we're going to go with the Jaguar F-Type R, 550 horsepower, supercharged V8. $550 horsepower, supercharged V8. $105,000. Sorry, the Mercedes was 503 horsepower, starting at 120. The $105,000 British sport tourer, or I don't know if it's a GT car or if it's really a true sports car. It's sort of in between. But that Jaguar, I've seen a few in person. They are gorgeous, gorgeous cars. And I would gladly take one at number 7. Number 6, I had to include an American car on the list because I'm American, and because you get so much car for the money. I chose the Camaro SS, and I chose it over the Corvette Z06, mostly because there is no way that you could achieve, that you could max out the Z06 on the roads legally. The Camaro SS, I feel like you could get close, and you still get 455 horsepower out of the V8 for $45,000. $45,000, $46,000. That is unreal performance for the money. And I think they look a lot better, and obviously we can read about the handling, the performance. That for $46,000 is an absolute steal. Number 5, back to Britain, the McLaren 570S. $185,000, you get 562 horsepower. In my opinion, probably the most beautiful car on the list, except for maybe the Aston Martin. And it's an absolute technological marvel. It handles, it's comfortable, it's got amazing speed, and it's a driver's car. It's McLaren's most base, most raw sports car. Now, number 4, back to Germany. We're gonna get a Porsche Cayman GT4. Now, the Cayman GT4 is a limited release, but you can get them used or way above the MSRP of $85,000. So if I'm gonna pay, you probably end up paying $125,000 or something like that. But you get that mid-engine, gorgeous GT car, 385 horsepower, and it's really the car that Porsche wants to make, right? And they've obviously shown it with the new Porsche 911 RSR. They want to put the motor in the middle, and that Cayman GT4 is, for me, the most beautiful Porsche. It is so gorgeous. Love the look, love the stance. It's so aggressive and elegant. All right, number 3, the Audi R8 V10. 610 horsepower, $190,000. And honestly, the design of the R8 is timeless. I think it's gonna look good now, it's gonna look good in 20 years, it's gonna look good forever. I think the simple, beautiful, elegant design will really stand the test of time. And it helps just that they're a screaming machine. Number 2, if somebody gave me $250,000 and said, go buy a car, you have to buy a car or you don't get any of this, I'm buying a Ferrari 488 GTB, 670 horsepower at $242,000. The most expensive car on the list, the fastest car on the list, arguably, and honestly the most aggressive and crazy car on the list. To me, it's everything that Ferrari embodies. Speed, aggressiveness, the looks, the mid-engine, and it would be quite a thrill to have. Number 1, the one and only, Porsche 911R. It is everything a true sports car lover wants. Naturally aspirated, manual transmission, light, simple, and it has lived up to every expectation. Of course, good luck getting one, as they're all sold out, and you have to be quite high up on the waiting list to be able to receive one of those. But that's it. Tell me, what did I leave off? What cars would you have on your top 10 list? Where was I wrong? Where was I right? Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, tell your friends, and stay tuned here to the Rusty Toolbox. Thanks, guys.